Okay, so here's a problem I'm seeing with a lot of students. Let's say you've scribbled in a shape here and you're trying to erase things and it's not really doing what you want. You can see that this is a bunch of strokes, and it's only when I delete an anchor point that the shape actually changes. So this is a pretty big problem. A couple different ways of doing this. If I take a snip of this shape, then I could outline it. You could also even just export this as a PNG directly. So let's export this as a PNG. You can see that I've done that here. I will call it number 3 because I have changed its shape a little bit. I'm using transparency. I'm not going for super high resolution. It doesn't really matter. It can be low resolution. So let me hide this. Whoops. And I'm going to just place that bitmap graphic right back in my design here. So here it is, but it's a bitmap graphic. So let's trace it. I'm going to use the image trace just in silhouette. I just care about the outline. Let me zoom in here. So until you hit expand, you won't really be able to see the path. But now that it's on here and I go to this, you can see the anchor points that are going around. So this is a single path. So if I switch my fill and my stroke, you can see that this stroke now goes around a shape that can be filled. You just fill that in with the color so that you can see. Now when I use my eraser tool to make this a little more star-shaped, I'm erasing parts of it, and it's just moving that one path around. And I can take individual anchor points and move them. I can make lots of changes. So a really big difference between those two different shapes that are here. Let me just zoom out and hit Control A again so you can get a good visual idea. Again, I can use the snip tool and just snip that one part of the shape, place it back in there with a copy paste, and then outline it. So that may be a way of solving some of the trouble I'm seeing some students having.